My name is Hope. I'll give you my full government name, but don't go spreading it around, please. So my name is Hope Nafula Sekolia, and I don't like my name. Now, I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to explain why I don't like each name. Hope, I think it's a boring name. I think it's a childish name. And some year 9 once told me that it's a Ugandan name. Nafula, right? It means rain. It's the female version of Afula, which is a Luya name. And it is a compromise, born from my parents not wanting to displease either of my grandmothers. And so calling me Nafula, not to make my Luya grandmother called Naliaka feel bad for not giving me that name, and to make my Kamba grandmother feel a bit better for me not getting any Kamba name. Right? I was supposed to show pictures. This is Hope, right? Some funny, very funny photo. And this is Nafula, right? And now going to my last name, Sekolia. Now, I don't know the origins of this name, but to be honest, from what I've been told, it came from some guy in my dad's village. And so this is what I'm going to pin as Sekolia. Some guy in the village, I'm Luya. Right? So I look around and I see a bunch of people with a bunch of beautiful names, and I feel like each of your names fit you. Whether it's an African name, whether it's an English name, it's yours, it has a meaning, and it's perfect to you. And I think I do not like my name, right? So what can I do about that? I've been given 3 names, 3 options, and yet I'm not satisfied with either one of them. So I started thinking, what could I do? What could I change my name to? So I thought Tumaini. Now, hear me out. Tumaini means hope in Kiswahili. It would keep to the meaning of my name and still be honoring my parents' decision to name me Hope, right? It's an African name, something that I'd want, something that would tie me to my roots. It's a name that I've already tried out. A friend of mine calling me Tumaini once. Didn't like it that much, but it's a possibility. And I could also use the nickname Tuma. Why not? Doesn't sound that good, to be honest, right? So I decided it's not a fit. Tumaini would work. Then I thought, Nafula. Why not adopt my middle name, right? It's in my birth certificate, I wouldn't have to change much. It has an African meaning. It ties to my family, to my lineage. And I feel like it represents me good enough, right? But to be honest, getting all of you in this room and everyone who I know since birth start calling me Nafula would be a struggle. It's not, and it's something that I'm not willing to put up with. And honestly, I'm not going to stop going by Sekolia. I love my dad, but he already claimed that name, and I'm going to leave that to him. And so I start asking myself, why do I have to change my name? I've come up here, I'm presenting a speech to all of you about why I don't like my name, yet I've contradicted myself arguing that there's no other name that can fit me apart from Hope. But the reason why I had this dilemma was because I feel like Hope is not mature enough. I can't see myself as a 25-year-old working and being called Hope. I feel like it's a kid's name. It's a name that was given to a 2-year-old and not to a 25-year-old. And I feel like it's not serious enough, right? I'll explore that a bit later. But then I think, as I was researching, I searched famous people called Hope. I found no one. Literally no one. The only person who I found was Hope Bennett from The Walking Dead, I think. And I was like, that's good. It's something to start off, but it's not good enough. But then I thought, why am I searching for someone else called Hope who is famous? Yet I could be that person in the future. So is there really a need to change my name? But I still struggle with the name Hope. And this is the reason why. When you search Hope, and you look at the synonyms of hope, you find all these good things. Optimistic, aspirational, you find desire, belief, faith, dream, ambition. That's a lot of pressure. I'm not all those things, and I'm not going to be all those things all the time, yet my name expects me to. There's positive expectations that come with my name, and I'm happy about that. At least it's not negative. but it brings a lot of pressure to me, especially when I deal with depression, an illness that makes me not be hopeful and optimistic all the time, right? Another reason I don't like my name is the jokes. The number of times I have heard horrible jokes about my name, and here's the thing, it's never original, it's Be Hopeful. The song High Hopes by, I forgot the artist, but the song High Hopes comes out, someone is Panic at the Disco, yeah, someone just emphasizes hope and looks at me, and I'm tired. Even when I was writing this speech, my friend Allegra was like, oh, you're hopeful for a new name, and I'm like, no, that's not what I want, right? But to be honest, I've grown an attachment to the name Hope. It's a name that has been used for 17 years. It's seen ups and downs. It's grown with me, if I'm honest. And I realized, as I was writing the speech, that the name Hope doesn't define me, right? So let's just stick with Hope. It's been the name I've used for 17 years, and you might find this speech redundant now, because like I started saying I don't like my name, now we just stuck to it. But here's the thing, right? You might question your name, you might question your identity, as we talked about. But the thing is, it's you through and through. And I hope that anyone that anyone who has questioned their name thinks about it again. Because your name is you. It's your name, and it's beautiful as it is. Thank you.
The Turi Talks was very useful because I got to practice my public speaking, but also tested out a new method of speech making, a more informal, funny one compared to a speech filled with, statistics and a very formal one. I think it was not just useful for us, the speakers, but for the audience as they got to experience more advanced public speaking, and hopefully were inspired to go out and speak their minds and their opinions more.